Hello, my name is Jasjit Sethi and I am the CEO of TCI Supply Chain Solutions. Today I have with me a white paper by IIM Bangalore on warehousing and automation. I think it's a very well put together paper and kudos to the team behind it who have done all the hard work in compiling the as a scenario of India today. I'm thankful to them for inviting me to speak about it as a practitioner. So I will be very candid in my views and I will be giving my views basis 25 odd years of experience in the Indian domestic market as a practitioner and also about 100 odd facilities across the globe. So I would not hesitate to benchmark us versus the best in the world. As we go along in a discussion, the first thing which comes to mind is the purpose of the warehouse. It could be there for industrial use, it could be there for retail warehouse, for maybe apparel or consumer durables, or it could be an e-commerce warehouse as well. And it could be a hub, maybe a tri-modal hub or a multimodal hub. Now, when we look at these different purposes, what comes to mind is two or three things. First is the location, where should it be placed? Second is in terms of the building itself. I think in terms of the building, that is an area where we have done very well. And today the buildings are much taller. They used to be 6 to 8 meters earlier. Now they're 12 to 16 meters. They're much larger in hundreds of lakhs of square feet. They are also much more safer with sprinkler systems. The National Building Code has been adopted rather well. We also have insulation in many of the buildings, making it a better place to work. We have some green buildings as well with solar panels on the roof. So I think the building has come a long way, and that is, I think, one bright shining spot in the sector. In terms of location, I think that is an area where we haven't done well. For example, we don't really have any tri-modal or multimodal hubs, and a lot of wastage goes in terms of the interchanges between different modes of transport. So that's an area to work in, location. But the buildings, they are there. Now let's look at inside the warehouse, what happens inside. Now that's again a derivative of the purpose. So if the purpose is for a hub and spoke, you'll have lots of docks, you will have MHEs moving goods very quickly. If it's a deep storage warehouse, you would have a racking system, maybe a shelving system, and you could have a lot of trolleys and manpower going in those aisles, aided by an elevator called a VRC, and you could also have conveyors for sorting. Or it could be a warehouse for pallet in, pallet out, and it would be HDR, heavy duty racking system, where you have stackers and you've got order pickers. So the paraphernalia inside the warehouse depends largely upon its purpose. What is it made for? And the objective, rather simple: optimize the cost of storage, optimize the cost of processing. And that's what efficiency is all about. Efficiency is the least cost, the best speed, and the highest accuracy. So once you figure out that this is the purpose of the warehouse, you're halfway there. Now, where are we in terms of automation? I think in terms of desired automation, probably we are there. We have the right kind of equipment and storage systems for the right kind of work we do today. Do we have the high-end automation like a goods to man? Probably not. Yes, in some places we do have, but we don't have the outputs yet or throughputs yet to afford those systems in our country. Let us spend a few moments also on the software part of it, the warehousing management systems which runs the warehouse. Now that's a very unique system which optimizes the stock and the productivity in the warehouse. Many of the ERPs which are for financial accounting don't have this capability, and these warehouse systems, if they run by a 3PL company, sometimes don't talk to the ERP of the client. This problem is across the world. The standardization of WMS has not happened, but now with the APIs coming in, we have seen some very good green shoots, and the integration is happening now in real time. And I believe that warehousing will come of age more when the WMS systems and the ERP of the client talk to each other seamlessly, which enable that whatever is the nerve center of the warehouse resides on WMS, and productivity can really go up by leaps and bounds. Now, having said all this, where are we as a country in warehousing globally? Building, I think yes. Location, work to do. In terms of processes, I think emerging. and maybe another couple of years we could be coming up to standards which are probably the world's leading, and the world's best standards, perhaps a decade to go.